Yeah, they want to hear you. Good morning, Iman, and welcome to the South Lawns of the Union Buildings with the freedom sounds in the background. No, we won't do that. We won't do that. Skara will kill me. I'm not gonna dance. Eh? I can. Iman, we're coming live to you and you can hear the freedom jibes, and I've got the fever, baby. Okay, gee, I can't hear. Yeah, sorry that.
Oh, your accreditation.
Sorry?
What time? No, we're gonna go.
Yeah, put it back.
It's fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
You don't see it?
No, not at all. Well, I can't see anything now. Your Highness,
I think they're playing a montage. Sounds like they're playing. Morning, Iman, and happy Freedom Day to you. Okay, at this stage, Iman of the morning, we are here at the South Lawns of the Union Buildings, just below that big statue of Tata Nelson Mandela. And behind me, you can see the stage that has already been set and prepared with all kinds of beautiful colors of the national flag here as they are getting ready for the official proceedings. The crowds are beginning to gather bit by bit, Iman. We're expecting the pre-formal cultural program to start anytime now. According to the original program, by now, some of the performances should have happened, but all we're hearing is just different types of music from South Africa and other parts of the world, including the rest of the continent, being played as people are gathering. The sun is shining beautifully from the blue skies as this day has dawned here in South Africa, marking the 20th anniversary of that first multi-party democratic elections of the 27th of April in 1994. It's a full program, it's a formal program, expected to kick around at about 10:30 this morning with the Minister of Arts and Culture, Paul Mashatile. He's going to be running that formal program, which will include a number of speakers, including the Premier of Gauteng, Nomvula Mokonyane. But mainly, the keynote address today is expected to be delivered by President of the Republic, President Jacob Gedleyihlekisa Zuma, whom we hope will be reflecting back on the last 20 years of government in South Africa, in a free South Africa. But just to reflect a little bit on that 20 years of democracy, I have here this morning our resident commentator, Angelo Fick. Angelo, good morning to you once again. 20 years of freedom, 20 years of democracy. It's a big day of celebration for South Africans today.
Yes, good morning, Dan. We're marking 20 years since those very long queues and patient waiting on the 27th of April 1994, in which 23 million South Africans were expected to go to the polls, 19 million of them cast ballots, and a new government, a new dispensation, a brand new South Africa was the result of that. And it's that we're celebrating. the difference between the past and the present. However difficult that present may be, however difficult that past may have been, it is a completely different country altogether for the majority of South Africans.
The majority of South Africans reflecting back today, knowing that a lot of progress has been made to bring us to where we are today. However, still a lot of challenges ahead of us. And this freedom cannot be taken for granted.
No, not at all. And I think that's why it's important that today Jacob Zuma will be expected to be the President of the Republic of South Africa, that he will speak on behalf of all the inhabitants of the country, he will speak to all of us, and it is a marking of those 20 years of post-apartheid independence and post-apartheid freedom. And also, I think, very importantly, this is Jacob Zuma having to be the President in the first independence celebration, the first Freedom Day since the death of Nelson Mandela.
That's important. I mean, the great man, Nelson Mandela, is no longer with us, but the legacy lives on. And hopefully today, the speakers will be able to capture some of that has brought South Africans together to bring about this miracle that has happened 20 years ago.
Yes, because let us not forget that Jacob Zuma was a very close associate of Jacob Zuma. And Jacob Zuma was a close associate of Nelson Mandela. And so what we will have from, I think, Jacob Zuma today is some personal reflection, in addition to the statesmanlike conduct, that he will have to reflect very, very clearly on what it meant to him, not just as the president of the country now, but as a human being, to have been there on the 27th of April 1994 and to be here as the president of the country 20 years later.
Thank you very much, Angelo. Well, Iman, there you have some of the points we're reflecting on this morning. The official program, as I said, we expect to kick off at around 10:30 this morning. Sorry?
I was wondering what you're nodding to.
I'm
because you
listening
kept
to her in my ear because in case she comes back with a question.
music.
Sorry, was
No,
it?
it went very well.
It was much better than first time. I was closer. Eh? Well done. Was it clear?
We've got the gazebo here. What we guys can do you want us to set it up there? Because
Are we allowed to set it up here?
I think they're going to have a huge problem because it might be in the
guests.
Yeah, the guests.
Yeah, if it was low there, it would be fine.
Yeah.
But they might have a problem unless you set it up there. Yeah, here.
Yeah, next to that.
Yeah.
Next to the speaker, there's someone on the side.
Next to the speaker, actually, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Now, look, we're going to try set it up. If they stop us, then.
Well, tell them Angela said you can.
Right, tell them ahead.
So,
Professor.
you'll go.
Oh yeah, you love the big
We're going to go do something like a something.
I would like to welcome you, everybody. Welcome to such a beautiful day. Welcome to the Union Building. I'm going to be your host this morning. Igama lami libitso laka. My name is Tembisiete. I love you too.
live in 10 minutes.
I'm at a live, you can tell. If you for me, it's an interview. I give it's up to you. I don't know. Or getting. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, apa boleh tu? Sekarang, aqui itu kok guys, marah, boleh tu.
One two, yeah. Teboho, my nigga. Teboho, my nigga. Kya zwakala la? Tebs. Yabona Tebs. Batla ke ro. Yabona Tebs. 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 How phone da? Kebule isa spana. He lose ram. So phone nga speed. And the Montlante is here. Le Paul, the president, le Nam here. So that's why you get phone nga speed. Tebza. You wanna Tebza? Your bagger. Hey Tebs, I'm hungry, man. Hey, buy the jora. Tebs, I'm hungry. Buy the jora. I'm very hungry. Kupotlega di jora. Kitwari senyana.
Left in. Upon. Outer. What? Two. Right. Cross. What?
Okay, Mike. They're taking a slap now with your camera. Roplaki ka audio cable. Muti butsata bo. Re ke tlamfone. They will call you. Debza, Brajuar SDI out. Okay, cool. Are SDI out, ne? Sure.
Outer. One.
They'll call you. Then we're just stand by for the live. They've got this live camera that so what they'll do, the engineer will just cut through you, and you'll just explain what's going on behind me, and they'll cut to that camera.
Hi, Mamuketi. Okay. So I'm not doing Angelo. It's just explaining what's happening here.
Was that a question to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
No,
speaking
I'm
to
talking to
Mamuketi.
you.
I prefer having him for your
Yeah,
sake. Just
yeah.
you can have it. It's two of
Yeah.
them.
So we'll do it. Come, we'll do it again.
Please take note of the following military customs with regards to the parade. On arrival of the
I'll just
President
explain
and
that
his
there's a
entourage,
military parade on.
you
It
are
started
requested
and
to
started.
stand and
Then I'll come to you
remain
again. We'll
standing
do our
until
talk
the
again.
completion of the
Yeah.
playing of the national anthem. During the playing of the national anthem, all military spectators are to salute, and civilian male
No,
spectators
it's not
to
yours, Cara.
remove their
I think you called the
headdress.
wrong number.
A 21-round gun salute and salute
remove your
flight
headdress.
will accompany the first
familiar
national
because
salute,
it's Zigilele
after which you all may be seated.
I was standing next to you.
An air display will be executed by the Silver Falcons, based at the Air Force Base Langebaanberg. During the playing of the second national anthem, the same procedure will be adhered to as for the first, except that no salute flight or gun
What'd you say?
salute shall
She
be
said there's a
performed.
second.
Duration of the parade. Gentlemen, thank you for your attention and support. We trust that you will enjoy the parade with us.
But they're not getting anything for the audio.
They're not. Okay. But yes, Iman, I can hear you.
They are.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, fine. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, is the camera ready, guys, there for the start of the parade?
I want to ask him that.
Okay.
Camera is on.
Skara is trying to speak. Skara is trying to speak to somebody.
Ask them what they're seeing now
What are you seeing now? Just ask them what are they seeing now.
on the matrix.
Because no, we've got other cameras that they can cut. So I don't know, like, should I frame him so that they can cut to other camera? Because we've got 3 cameras.
The other camera should be showing the military parade.
This one, both of them.
Both of the other cameras.
Now, what's going to happen?
So I just want to
on my
see
camera,
on
because
which
what's going
camera
to be,
they
we've got
are.
another camera that they will cut. So I don't know how they want to do it.
And now they're speaking on my phone.
Okay, guys, you need to give them pictures on the other cameras.
No, they can't have 3.
Sorry?
They only have 1.
Okay,
Lift up.
but there's a crowd of people. Yeah, there's a crowd of people behind me, and then the military parade is there. But there's 2 other cameras which are higher than us, which should be picking up the military parade itself. Are you getting visuals from those? One camera. It's only one camera.
We've got we can still
Yeah.
show them they can cut to another camera.
They are not picking up any other visuals except here only. They are only picking up one set of camera. They're picking up you, Joe, only. They don't see any other camera, only you.
The crowd, because there's another one here. I don't know if they
They're only seeing one visual from you.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I want to know what they are doing.
Hello, which shot are you
No,
on
the thing
now?
is, they want to see. That's why I get frame.
Okay, hold on.
I'm framing Britain.
They say tell the other camera
Okay, yeah, what I'm saying is,
Okay, now
they're
you
only
you
picking
can
up
cut
you.
between 2 cameras now.
I'm saying
Okay, actually there's
I'm gonna frame him on the live position. Then we're not on. Eh? Exactly. Okay, cool. Cool. One more, no. All right.
Angelo,
All right. Cool.
come closer.
Okay. Be honest, I mean, no, just cut the with it. Just.
You're on camera.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing is, I get off the Como guy.
What about the visuals
So,
of the
but then it's gonna make reference to what's happening behind you.
when we speak about that? Okay. Okay.
All right. Cool. Anything which happened, please cancel it. Come around. Thanks.
Skara,
You're fine.
they are fine.
The crowd comes to you, and then when you make reference to anything behind you, they'll cut through the other cameras.
And then Angelo,
You can have Angela.
fantastic. Thanks, Skara. Okay, I'll walk closer to him.
Similar to what we did back at
Well, they seem to have catch up. Iman, good morning to you once again from here, the South Lawns of the Union Buildings. A while ago, we had some performances by some cultural groups on stage, and that was beautiful as it warmed up the preparations for the day. And just a short while ago, we saw the military band getting ready for their ceremonial guard of honor and display, which will be taking part. Just behind me here, you will be able to see in a short while the military people. They are standing there in their regalia, all ready with aplomb there to welcome the President of the Republic, who's expected to arrive here within the next 15 minutes. The day is beautiful, Iman. The sun is shining. It is a bit warm here in Pretoria, as you can gather, but it is the right kind of temperature, setting the scene of what promises to be a very interesting and a day of celebration today. President Zuma is expected, of course, to be the main speaker here today, and we hope that he'll focus on what the government of South Africa has achieved, what the people of South Africa have achieved over the last 20 years. Let me just bring in Angelo, our resident commentator, Angelo Fick, at the moment. 20 years of reflection, not an easy task to do, but a lot has been done.
Yes, Dan, I think what we're seeing today is the looking back at 20 years, remembering 27 April 1994, thinking about where one was on that day, if you were around. We know that there are many, many young people who weren't around. And I think it's also an auspicious occasion. It's a moment at which statecraft really can be spectacle, in which Jacob Zuma will assume his role as President of the Republic. He will have to, speak to all of the citizens of the country, all of the people in the country, and in a sense address the world, because this is also, let us not forget, the country of Nelson Mandela, and it is his image voting on 27 April 1994 that does seem to be doing the rounds across global media on this day, in memory of that day.
It's the 20th celebration without Nelson Mandela.
It is the first time we see the anniversary of Freedom Day without Nelson Mandela present. And I think it is a day, having done the mourning for his passing in December, South Africa will now celebrate his legacy, and many of those who will speak here today will probably call upon the positive elements of Mandela's legacy for South Africa.
Thank you very much, Angelo. Well, Iman, we're ready now for that celebratory and that celebration ceremonial, guard of honor and the military display that will kick off here in a short while before the formal proceedings kick off. And we understand that the Minister of Arts and Culture, Paul Mashatile, will be leading those proceedings.
Ministers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go quickly. We wanted a short crossing. Thanks, Angelo. Did they see the visuals?
Yes, they were cutting through. The engineer was cutting through between the cameras.
Okay, good. Kitsamalijo.
Yeah.
They said I must keep the call out, but now people are calling on your phone.
The thing is about phone in your house, and mine's going to be very, very busy. That must be the president there.
I'm getting confused now.
Drew, it's okay. My number is slashed through to the studio. That's why I couldn't take your phone.
I'm still with the studio.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Can you tell the studio that I'm going to use up? Okay.
I think they should be.
Okay, cool. To call Joe Komani on his phone, but then we're going to do a quick interview with Paul Mashatile, so we're going to lose one camera. You guys will have only two cameras. Mashatile? Yeah, he's the studio called him on my number saying it's a card.
Is he there already? Yeah, there is. No, we can't. Mashatile is there.
Okay.
Mashatile is there.
Okay, cool. It's fine. Yeah.
You know what? I'm still with the studio there.
What do they want?
What I'm saying, like they rather use you as a call.
I told them call the engineer for any technical thing. So
But in terms of even cutting, because they don't know when. Like they say that.
No matter agree. Then we're seeing everything, so we can. Jebza. No. Banyak ko tseba hore ke mang a mixa.
So don't worry.
Ke mang a mixa. Exactly.
Hello? You want broadband back on camera?
Yeah.
Hello? Video? Video?
For that Joe in a viral problem, so they called on my the lesson called through me because they have Joe in a problem. So I couldn't take any calls.
That's the thing. I'm not doing the SNG. There's an engineer on.
Yeah, I'll get in. Joe had a problem, so that's why studio called my. Yeah.
So Tebo is an engineer in the place.
What was Chiles talking about?
They don't understand. Like, they even need to do what you do.
No, I told them. I always tell them. The engineer is
So is it sorted now?
yeah, this should be sorted.
Yeah? But were we on air?
Huh?
Were we on
We
air?
were on it. We were fine. The crossing was fine. No, don't worry. I'll call them.
Okay.
Bafune Tebo. Tebo over the camera kamuka. Kena ba kamu director ya refa shoteng. Ah. Hi. He's not the engineer for any camera you want because he's monitoring all cameras and he's mixing.
Guard of honor! Attention! Slow arms! What? Took what? Took what?
Ladies and gentlemen, President Jacob Zuma, please stand.
National salute! Present! Arms! What? Took what? Took what? Slow arms! What? Took what? Order! Arms! What? Took what? Took what? Standard! Easy!
You may be seated. An air display by the Silver Falcons will now commence. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the air display.
Round of honor. Attention. Slow. Arms. One. Two. One. Two. One.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the final compliments.
National salute. Present. Arms. One. Two. One. Two. One. Slow. Arms. One. Two. One.
You may be seated. This concludes the South African National Defence Force part of the National Freedom Day celebrations.
Close. Outer. Push. One. 1, 2. Over. To the right in column of threes. Right. 10. 1. 2. 1.
A big round of applause for the South African National Defence Force. We are now going to allow the cultural parade to enter the area where we are. So let's just give them a bit of time. They are coming in now. Thank you very much.
we see that we are very diverse, we are colorful, a beautiful nation, South Africa, and as well with many African countries, vibrant, beautiful. We have Amakosa, Amazulu, Botswana, Venda, Shangani. Welcome, our beautiful, diverse, colorful South African culture. Ladies, can I hear you how beautiful, how colorful we are through music and dance. And of course, we're very good, we're beautiful when it comes to the colors. Ladies, I really did say, can I hear you go? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ladies, I really did say, can I hear you go? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Waka waka, eh, eh, zamina mina zangale.
What do you say after that? Such beauty. What a beautiful day. Ladies and gentlemen, a big warm round of applause for our beautiful young South African talent, Kupaliba Chapelle Matsoa, for putting such an amazing show for us. Please give them a warm big round of applause. What a beautiful, I don't know, what do you say after that? But Tubaka Babatle, Kashompong and Tlonipho with respect. I'm gonna ask our technical brothers to help us out with removing the fence. But before they do that, I'm gonna ask you guys, please, can we just give them 5 minutes to do what they need to do? Move the fence, and after that 5 minutes, we can all move and have a good time here. Rautlwana bafethu. Rautlwana batho ba batle ba South Africa. Ke kopa we repeat a happy. I'm gonna ask our brothers to move our fence, but before they do that, can we please pay attention? Let's just wait for them to do what they need to do and make sure that we are all safe. Let's not push. Obviously, the space is big enough for all of us. Let's wait them for 5 minutes, and when they're done, the party is on. The party is on. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, just that 5 minutes. Let's give them the chance. Brothers, you can do what you need to do. Thank you. One, two. Hold on, guys. Hanyani fela. Just hold it right there. Right there. Just hold it right there. Okay? I know we can't wait to be closer. I understand. But there's another thing that we forgot. We have to show it off right now. Our bikers are on standby. Just wait right there. And our brothers and sisters, you're doing a great job at making sure that everybody's safe. Our bikers are on standby, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome these amazing gentlemen. One, two. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the program has to move on. We're gonna move without the bikers. Brothers and sisters, please make sure everyone is safe. Take your time. You don't have to push. There's young people here. So please, let's take care of each other. Don't push. Don't push. There's space for everybody. Enough space for all of us. Please, guys, let's work together. It's a beautiful day. It's a peaceful day, a blessed day. Let's not forget that. The main reason why we're here, we're celebrating 20 years of freedom. Now it's time. We're handing over the program to Minister Paul Mashatile. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Tembi. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now starting with our formal program. We are not going to do interfaith prayers now because we did that early at Freedom Park this morning. May I then ask you this time to all rise for a moment of silence, meditation, and prayer. Thank you very much. Firstly, I would like to convey greetings to His Excellency President Jacob Zuma and Mrs. Zuma. Greetings to President Pohamba, President of the Republic of Namibia. Greetings to Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa, Kgalema Motlanthe. Greetings to the Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Max Sisulu. Greetings to Honorable Premier of Gauteng, Menomvula Mkonyane. Greetings to our host mayor, the executive mayor of the city of Tshwane, Tate Khosi Ramokgopa. Greetings to the chairperson of the National Council of Provinces, Tate Mahlangu. And greetings to my colleague, Tate Collins Chabane, all the political parties here present with us on the stage. We welcome you, and I'm sure our Premier will recognize you shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, today we celebrate 20 years of freedom and democracy in our country, and I'm happy that you are all here with us to celebrate this day. My name is Paul Mashatile. I will be the program director for the day. Without any waste of time, let me now invite our Premier, Honorable Nomvula Mkonyane, to welcome all of you to this event. Honorable Premier.
Thank you very much, Program Director, Minister Paul Mashatile, His Excellency President Jacob Zuma, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Namibia, Mr. Pohamba, the Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa, Mr. Kgalema Motlanthe, Minister Collins Chabane, all other ministers present, deputy ministers present, the executive mayor of the city of Tshwane, the representatives of various political parties, Mr. Themba Godi from the APC, Mr. Makashule Gana, the Deputy Federal Chairperson of the Democratic Alliance, Mr. Van der Merwe from the IFP, Mr. Bennett Joko from the Pan-African Congress of Azania, Mr. Nkwankwa from the UDM, the Speaker of Parliament, Mr. Max Sisulu, the Chairperson of the National Council of Provinces, Mr. Mahlangu, fellow South Africans, a very good morning. We gathered here today to celebrate and to remember that together we have traveled a long journey that has brought us to Tshwane this morning to come and celebrate 20 years of democracy. As the host province of these historic celebrations of our freedom and democracy, we warmly welcome you to the province of Gauteng, including those that are coming from various provinces. I am aware that we've got people coming from Mpumalanga, the Free State, Northwest, as well as Limpopo, present here today, and my own colleagues, premiers from various provinces who are present here today. Let me also acknowledge Mrs. Zuma, who is with us here on the podium. Today will be quite an exciting and memorable day for all of us, but one of the things that we want to share is that as we celebrate the successes of our democracy, we also have to be fully aware of the challenges that lay ahead as we move South Africa forward. We continue to be quite aware that our freedom and democracy will not be worth it if we fail to improve the material circumstances of the majority of our people in South Africa. The measure of a true democracy and genuine freedom, after all, lies in the improvement of the quality of life of all South Africans. It is a living tribute to the wishes and hopes of our people who gathered in Kliptown in 1955 when they declared that the country belongs to all those who live in it. On behalf of our government and people, I'm also honored to welcome you. Many among you and many of the communities and organizations you represent were participants in the global struggle for the defeat of the apartheid system. You supported the declaration of the system as a crime against humanity. We therefore welcome everybody from Africa and the entire world who are with us, represented by members of the diplomatic corps. As we remember that the world united in support of democracy, non-racism, non-sexism, human dignity for all, and the prosperity of all who live in South Africa, we need to take cognizance that it is not yet uhuru, not only in South Africa, but we must all strive for unity in the entire world. And once more, welcome to this important and historic moment, and let us work together to move South Africa forward. And remember that 21 years ago, there was no Denville just 6 kilometers away from here, where black and white people are now neighbors, out of a community program that has been developed by this government, where Efande Merve and Mzimkulu are neighbors, because South Africa belongs to all those who live in it. Today we can celebrate that transport in South Africa is integrated such that those that live in Soweto, in Soshanguve, can use the bus rapid transport system in a manner that demonstrates that through transport infrastructure, we can de-racialize our community. We need to celebrate that many of those who are doing well in the education system are coming from no-fee schools in our own townships, in the ghettos of South Africa. We also need to celebrate that just 21 years ago, for us to have gathered here, we should have applied for a permission to be here. Otherwise, this would have been an illegal gathering for the majority of us who are here. South Africa will never be the same again. May God bless South Africa, bless its leaders, bless its people, and may Africa prosper. Thank you, Nyabong.
Re a leboga mme Mokonyane le amogetswe ka moka dimpša di bofilwe le ka ipshina. You can enjoy yourselves now, those from near and afar. Ladies and gentlemen, it is normally a tradition that on a day like this, we allow political parties to convey brief messages of support. However, we have requested that we use this opportunity to get a message of support from our friends from the continent and abroad, and we have agreed that we will give that opportunity to His Excellency President Pohamba, President of the Republic of Namibia, to convey a message of support to the people of South Africa. However, the political parties are here with us, and we will be enjoying this day together with them. It is therefore my pleasure to now invite President Pohamba to the podium to come and convey a message of support on this important day to the people of South Africa. Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, Director of Ceremonies, for giving me the floor. Your Excellency, Jacob Zuma, President of the Republic of South Africa, Honorable Premier of the Gauteng Province, Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa, Honorable Chief Justice, and members of the Judiciary, Honorable Members of Parliament, Executive Mayor of the City of Tshwane, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, dear brothers and sisters, citizens of the Republic of South Africa, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, I am most honored to deliver the message of solidarity in my capacity as chairperson of SADC organ on politics, defense, and security cooperation to the government and the people of South Africa on this special occasion of the celebration of the 20th anniversary of freedom and democracy. The momentum events of 27th of April, 1994, when the people of South Africa participated in the epoch-making, non-racial and democratic elections, marked the triumph of the human spirit and the resistance over the oppressive and inhuman system of apartheid, which belated the beautiful country for more than 300 years. After the arrival of colonial settlers in Cape of Good Hope in 1652, majority of the people of South Africa were dehumanized, robbed of their dignity and human rights under the successive oppressive regimes. This was escalated in 1948 with the institutionalization of apartheid as a government policy. In order to free themselves from apartheid tyranny and regain their dignity, the people of South Africa embarked upon the long walk to freedom under the leadership of the National Liberation Movement. Thousands of men and women put their lives on the line. They were tortured, imprisoned, and subjected to inhuman treatment in their long heroic struggle for democracy and justice for all. The struggle against apartheid oppression and colonialism was a common struggle. Our people shared the common trenches on the battlefield. Today, we warmly congratulate the government and the fraternal people of South Africa for their hard-won freedom and democracy. We are happy to note that the culture of democratic governance has grown deep roots in South Africa. In a few days, the people of South Africa will be going to the polls for the national and the provisional elections. We have no doubt that this process will be conducted in a free, fair, and transparent manner as the people of South Africa choose their leaders. We wish you well. On this day, we commend the government and the people of South Africa for having maintained peace at home through a dynamic multi-party democratic system of governance and sustained economic growth, which has led the improvement of the living conditions of millions of South Africans through the delivery of public services, and the creation of job opportunities for many people, especially those who were victims of apartheid. Last year, we joined the government and the people of South Africa, and indeed the international community at large, to pay tribute and bid farewell to Nelson Mandela, the first president of democratic South Africa. He was an illustrious son of Africa and an icon of the liberation struggle. Indeed, he epitomized the total commitment to democratic governance, freedom, and justice in South Africa, our region, our continent, and indeed for all humanity. We recognize the leading role that this great country continues to play in regional, continental, and international fora. Through SADC, SACU, the AU, G20, BRICS, and the United Nations, South Africa is making immense contribution towards international peace and security, sustainable economic and social development, and the creation of fair global trade system. The peaceful transformation from apartheid rule to a non-racial democratic dispensation 20 years ago stands out as an enduring inspiration to the people of our region, our continent, and the world at large to strive for and respect human dignity. On this occasion, SADC joins hands with the people of South Africa in defense of the gains of freedom and democracy here in South Africa and the broader SADC region. We stand together with you in common efforts towards lasting peace, security on our continent, underpinned by sustainable development and the social justice for all our people. I thank you.
A big round of applause for His Excellency President Pohamba for that message of solidarity. Tembi, I'm going to allow you to call Kutuano Masote Cultural Dance. If you can please spare me 5 minutes that side, running out of time. Okay.
Kudula oyakhona udadobawo wami wandibalisela ngendlela endinethamsanqa endinalo ngokukhwela indawo enye nokutsha kunye nabamhlophe nayo yonke into endandiyinqwelela. Ndandicinga ukuba uyanqula kodwa wandichazela ukuba yonke into yayohlukile. Abamhlophe nabamnyama babohlukene kodwa ayilo lizwe labamhlophe nje eli. Ndabuza wahleka nje kancinci wathi yayingekho indlela esasingayibeka ngayo. Emva koko wathi indawo zokuhlala ngokuduladula zazohlukene kukho ezabamhlophe bodwa nezabamnyama bodwa. Ngoba ndabuza wathi yayingumthetho welilizwe. Uye wathi nendawo zokungena lezokuphuma zazohlukene. Ezabamhlophe zazibhalwe abamhlophe bodwa nabamnyama ngokunjalo. Bububhanqa obo abo natsho wandijonga ngamehlo athi wazintoni wena? Wandinika umsebenzi ukuba ngumphathi ngisebenze indlela endingayilungisa ngayo lento kodwa ndohluleka inye into eyandinceda kulo hambo ukubulela indlela ilizwe lethu eliphethe ngayo umuntu wonke ngokulingana ndifuna ukubhiyozela iminyaka engama-20 enkululeko ngokuba ndingumi ophambili nobalulekileyo kweli lizwe kanye ninendlela yokufumana yonke into endifumanayo ezweni lami ezempilo imfundo umsebenzi ikamva eliqaqambileyo ndingaya naphi na apho ndithanda khona ezweni lami uxolo kodwa ingcindezelo yabamhlophe nezinto zayo zivakala njengombhaco nokungabi namfuneko kunye nexabiso eliphezulu ngaloo ndlela ndithanda ukuthi yonwabelani le mini yenkululeko ngalo nyaka wama-2014 yonwabani nonke eMzantsi Afrika enkosi
Goeiemorgen. My name is Nogukanya. I was born in 1995 in a place called Orlando West. Ek liet al die kinders, ouers en die leerders van ons pragtige, verskillende land. Die trots van die Afrikaanse kontinent verwelkom. I want to thank our government for giving me 2 minutes to speak to the nation. I feel like I'm the president of the country for only 2 minutes. So sê taal kan hoor, praat ek in 'n taal wat die trots is van Suidelike Afrika. Ek praat Afrikaans en ek is baie trots op Suid-Afrika. I sometimes feel sorry for my oma. I can tell we come from 2 different worlds. Die ander dag het ek haar vertel op my spanprojek vir winterskap. Toe vra sy vir my om Tony swart of wit. Sonder om te gedink, ek sê, ek weet nie. Afterwards, I thought to myself, what difference does it make? Science does not know whether you're black or white. I like watching Scandal on TV, and sometimes I have a laugh when my Oma asks me, what say Yala? And then I say, but Oma, you cannot interpret a joke. Then we both laugh about it. You know, when I read books, watch TV, and listen to my communion preach at church, I ask myself, but why did students fight against such a lekker taal? You know, when you listen to Afrikaans being spoken by Afrikaans-speaking people, Jana, this most a lekker taal. My uncle Derek then explains, nee, hulle het nie teen taal beklei nie. Hulle was teen die gebruik van Afrikaans as 'n medium vir instruksie. Ek vra, hoeso? Waar is die probleme daar? Hy lag en vra, kan jy wiskunde in Afrikaans leer? Ek sê, jy was Sesotho, maar nee, wiskunde in Sesotho. Maar dis mos lekker in die nuwe Suid-Afrika. Ek praat Afrikaans, Thabo praat Sesotho, Ntombi praat isiZulu, and niemand is better than the other mense. To my government and our leaders, I want to say thank you for respecting me as an Afrikaans-speaking child and respecting my language. I'm happy to celebrate 20 years of freedom and democracy as myself and everyone else as themselves. Happy Freedom Day 2014. Thank you.
Absheni. Libita la mina yiJabulile Shabalala. Nichale ye 1998 in a place called Soweto. Yimina ngwana wa country le. I am free and I know. Nibonile TV, nihlayile tibuku na timagazine. Futhi nitwile switori. Hitiko leri kuri akuri njani ungese fika lembe ra 1994. Hikwaso iswitori eka mina. Mina thina nkateko hi mhaka ku ri a ndzi fambanga endleleni ya vatswari va mina ndzi muntshwa hambiloko mina ndza swi tiva ku ri ndzi tirhela ixaka na vuchucheko bya munhu hinkwawo wa le Afrika Burwa. Nyatsongo.
Hi, I see all these parties working towards 7 May. And my grandmother tells me that they never had an opportunity to vote until 1994. They did not see what we see on TV and at the stadiums. And I ask myself, how can a person live in a country where they do not have the right to choose the system and leaders that represent their dreams? I am too young to vote. One thing I know is that one day one day, even if I vote for my parents to have a better old age, I will let my voice be heard. As for today, when we celebrate 20 years of freedom and democracy, I, Khotso Leo, want to thank my parents and all the parents from this country. Happy Freedom Day, everybody.
Sanibonani. My name is Ritabile Sikalo. Ngithanda ukuphilisa abantu abadala, iintanga zami, nabaholi bethu ngalelanga elibaluleke kangaka la eMzantsi Afrika. To be a born free in South Africa, kube into enhle kakhulu. I have witnessed 3 World Cups in my country. I am happy to be able to mix with children from all backgrounds and cultures. As a girl child, my community and society support me as a growing musical child. Ngiyazi ukuthi this was not always possible for previous generations of a girl children. Futhi-ke, I am happy to be able to associate with any person that I choose to. Ngaphandle komthetho ongivimbezela ekwenzeni lokho. Thanks to the hardworking men and women abasilethela inkululeko yethu. Ngingama la namhlanje and be a living example of possibilities that our freedoms have brought. Ngingasho ukuthi inkululeko ifike nokukhululeka komqondo nokuvuleka kweminyango evalekile. Ask me why. Ongenamali can stand up on their own feet and be entrepreneurs. Ongenandlu kuyokuza esenendlu. The young and the old have every right and opportunity and to go to school and be what they wish to be. I just love my freedom, don't you? Happy Freedom Day, everybody.
Dumelang ditsala, batsadi le baetapele ba rona. Leina la ka ke Boitumelo, ke Motswana o ipelang. Gape ke na le lekwalo la boikitsiso. Pele ga tokologo re ne re gateletswe. Gompieno go na le diphetogo mo Afrika Borwa. Gare ga tsona ke tla buisa tse di latelang. Nka kgona go aga ka gonne ke moago lokologileng ka bophara. Nka bona thuto e sa duelweng. Nka tsena sekolo seo ke se ratang. Nka nna le ditsala tsa merafe yotlhe. Nka kena lenyalong le morafe ofe kgotsa ofe. Nako ya go tsamaya o tshwere dompas e fetile. Morago jana o ka dirisa karata ya boikitsiso ba re ke smart card. Gompieno ge o le motho wa mme o ka bona tiro. O ka kgona go nna le kgwebo e nngwe le e nngwe. Ga gona kgatelelo ya gore o tshwanetse gore o nne monna wa rra. Go a itumedisa gore re ka kgona go tlhopha lekoko le le ka busang. Re na le freedom of speech. Re ka bua se re se ratang le se re sa I celebrate the right to travel the world and enjoy the protection of my country. Ki ipela ka Afrika Borwa. I am a proud South African. Ki a leboga.
Round of applause for Kutuano. These are children born in the years of democracy. Thank you for your messages. Ladies and gentlemen, let me assure you that we have a good lineup of entertainment for you today, so don't worry. There's a lot more coming. You're going to dance and jive and enjoy yourself. But it's important that we get the formalities out of the way first. Allow the president to convey the message to the nation. So I would like now to take this opportunity to invite President of the Republic of South Africa, President Jacob Zuma to convey a message to yourselves here, but to the entire nation and the world. Before he does so, I know there is a praise singer that is coming. Who praise singer? Okay, asimboni praise singer, so okay, ladies and gentlemen, President Jacob Zuma.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you indeed. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. His Excellency, President Hifikepunye Pohamba, President of the Republic of Namibia and Chair of the SADC organ on politics, defense, and security. Deputy President Kgalema Motlanthe, Premier of Gauteng, the Minister of Arts and Culture, the Minister in the Presidency, and other ministers present, the Speaker of the National Assembly, and the Chairperson of the NCOP, members of Parliament and the provincial legislatures, the executive mayor of the city of Tshwane and other mayors here present, leaders of political parties, traditional leaders, religious leaders, leaders of civil society formations, members of the diplomatic corps, our honored guests, fellow South Africans, Sanbonani, Molweni, Dumelang, good day, Khwedag, Nemashoroni, Abshe, Ifukile Ngovu. Hey. Director of the program, let me begin by extending a warm welcome to our guest of honor, His Excellency President Pohamba. We are truly honored that you took time off your very busy schedule to celebrate this historic day with us today, Your Excellency. Compatriots, today marks exactly 20 years since the dawn of freedom and democracy in our country. first and historic democratic elections that were held on the 27th April 1994 decisively marked the end of over 300 years of colonial and white minority rule. South Africans came out in their millions, forming long queues in villages, townships, and suburbs to cast their votes for the first time. After casting his vote for the first time at the age of 75, former President Nelson Mandela proclaimed simple but very profound words at the grave of the founding president of the African National Congress, Dr. John Langalibalele Dube, in Inanda, Durban. He said, and I quote, "Mr. President, I've come to report to you that South Africa is free today," unquote. Indeed, we were free at last. We gained equal citizenship in the land of our birth. Soon thereafter, a new constitution came into being after hard work by South Africans represented by various parties. We gained the rights to life, equality, freedom of movement, freedom of speech, and freedom of association, freedom of worker rights, children's rights, and women's rights. Our people gained socio-economic rights, such as the right to water, electricity, housing, health, education, social security, and others. Most importantly, 1994 ushered in a new era of hope for all South Africans, a hope that the lives of the people would improve and that South Africa would be a better country than it had ever been. And indeed, that has happened. South Africa is a much better place to live in today. In 1994, under the leadership of President Mandela, we had set out to achieve the following goals: the building of a united, democratic, non-racial, non-sexist society, the deepening of our democracy, and promotion of the culture of human rights and people's participation in changing their lives for the better. Meeting basic needs and developing human resources. Building the economy and creating jobs. Combating crime and corruption. Transforming the state. And building a better Africa and a better world. We have done well on all these pillars in the past 20 years. We have moved closer to our cherished dream of a united, non-racial, non-sexist, democratic, and prosperous South Africa. As we celebrate these achievements, we remember those in our country who sacrificed for this freedom. We are indeed indebted to the generations of Pixley, Kaizaga Seme, Oliver Reginald Tambo, Nelson Mandela, Lillian Ngoyi, Walter Sisulu, Dorothy Nyembe, Ruth First, Govan Mbeki, Yusuf Dadu, Peter Mukaba, and a host of other leaders who sacrificed life's comforts for liberation and democracy. We pay homage to those who perished in massacres and hit squad attacks perpetrated by the apartheid regime in Sharpeville, Langa, KwaNobuhle, Pietermaritzburg, Boipatong, Transfeed, Shoban, KwaMashu, Togoza, Katlehong, Vosloorus, or beyond our borders in Lesotho, Botswana, and in other countries. We pay tribute to those who were brutally executed by the apartheid regime here in Pretoria, from Vuyisi Lemini to Solomon Mahlangu. We remember the political prisoners who served time on Robben Island and many other prisons, and those who were detained and persecuted for their beliefs in freedom, justice, equality, and human dignity. All these painful incidents reminds us that our freedom was not free. It came about through blood, sweat, and tears. That is why we must defend it at all costs. Compatriots, this freedom would not have come about if the masses of our people did not make apartheid unworkable every single day. We pay tribute to the South African masses who organized themselves into various formations defying the might of the apartheid state. We recall the fighting spirit of the more than 600 organizations that were part of the United Democratic Front during the 1980s, the last decade before freedom. The UDF emphasized the unique non-racial nature of our struggle. We recall organizations such as the End Conscription Campaign, which fought against the recruitment of white youth into the apartheid South African Defence Force. They were determined that white youth should not be used to terrorize their black compatriots. We remember the Black Sash, detainees, parents, support groups, and many other progressive groups that helped to ease the pain inflicted by the apartheid state by supporting affected families. We acknowledge the struggles waged by cultural, sporting, academic, and other formations. Memorable slogans such as that there can be no normal sport in an abnormal society remind us of the determination of our people to take the struggle to every arena. We acknowledge the religious fraternity which maintained as a vocal and a voice against racial discrimination and oppression. Through the South African Council of Churches and the World Council of Churches, Diaconia, and other formations, our belief that human rights and dignity are sacrosanct was reinforced. We recognize the sterling contribution of the legal fraternity through Legal Resources Center, National Association of Democratic Lawyers, Lawyers for Human Rights, and other formations. We acknowledge the contribution of progressive journalists who defied repressive censorship laws and police harassment as they exposed the atrocities and racism perpetrated by the apartheid state. On this day, we remember all these who participated in the struggle. Our liberation was a liberation of all of us. Compatriots, we salute the workers for their sterling contribution in the struggle for liberation. Unification of the democratic trade union movement under the banner of the Congress of South African Trade Unions, COSATU, was one of the most significant developments in our history. COSATU became a powerful and unstoppable force for change inside the country alongside the UDF and other formations. Today, we celebrate the hard-won rights of workers, including workplace organizing, collective bargaining, equal pay for equal work, health and safety, skills development, minimum wages for workers in vulnerable sectors, the right to strike, and the right to peaceful protest. More still needs to be done to promote the rights of vulnerable workers. Together as government, organized labor and business, we find solutions to problems. Compatriots, let us celebrate the role of women who since 1913 have been at the forefront of the liberation struggle. Many women added life to the Defiance campaign in the 1950s, including through their historic anti-pass march to these very union buildings in 1956. Many women ended up in prisons or in exile. Today, we celebrate the institutional mechanisms that have been established to protect women's rights and dignity. Progress in meeting basic needs such as housing and access to water has especially benefited women, addressing past inequalities. We are celebrating the fact that more girls are in school and tertiary education than ever before, meaning that we are making progress in breaking the cycle of marginalization of women. Women continue to benefit from economic empowerment programs. They are also the major beneficiaries of the Social Security Program, one of the key poverty alleviation mechanisms in our country. More women are in senior positions in parliament, cabinet, provincial legislatures, as well as in provincial and local government structures. All of this is not surprising, for women fought for freedom. Malibongwe igama lamakhosikazi ngoba ayilwela kanzima ilenkululeko. Compatriots, today we also celebrate the contribution of the youth in the struggle for liberation in our country. Generations of South African youth worked tirelessly to dismantle apartheid colonialism. Inspired by the commitment of our youth to building a prosperous future, we have committed ourselves to invest in education and the empowerment of our young people and to improve their lives. President Mandela introduced free health care for pregnant women as part of ensuring that South African children are born healthy as one of the benefits of freedom. We are carrying on his legacy by continuing to invest in children, and we now begin investing in their education from birth. Government spends 1.3 billion rand on early childhood development centers, subsidizing these centers, which are commonly known as creches, and also subsidizing fees of children from poor households. Government pays 15 rand per day per child from poor households to prepare them for primary education and for the rest of their schooling years. We are determined that children will not be disadvantaged by poverty from accessing education. To further promote universal access to education, 8 million children do not pay school fees. In addition, 9 million children receive meals at school so that hunger does not impair their performance. More than 11 million orphans and vulnerable children benefit from social grants to ensure that poverty in their homes does not disadvantage them and destroy their future. In fact, our plan is that by 2013, South Africa should have a comprehensive system of social protection that includes social security grants, mandatory retirement savings, risk benefits such as unemployment, death, and disability benefits, and vulnerable retirement savings. We are happy with progress at primary and secondary school levels. Systematic improvements have led to an improvement of the matric pass rate from 61% in 2009 to 78% in 2013. Our investment in higher education has expanded enrollments phenomenally. Since 2009, we have spent more than 115 billion rand on higher education and training, including more than 18.6 billion rand on the National Student Financial Aid Scheme, NSFAS. We have also revitalized the National Youth Development Agency. It now focuses on both education and empowerment, the youth for economic participation. The signing of the Youth Employment Accord by government, business, labor, and youth formations last year was a practical demonstration that this country takes youth development and the future of this country seriously. Compatriots, I'm sure you all agree with me that working together in the past 20 years and the past 5 years, we have made South Africa a much better place to live in. We should congratulate ourselves for all this hard work. We must not deny or downplay these achievements, regardless of our political differences or contestation at any given time, including the election period. Facts should remain facts. Our country has done well. We all have a good story to tell. We have built a democratic state founded on the values of human dignity, non-racialism, non-sexism, the rule of law, and universal adult suffrage as enshrined in the Constitution. We have built strong institutions that continue to support our constitutional democracy. Without fail, every 5 years, we continue to have regular elections, thus bringing to life the Freedom Charter declaration that no government can justly claim authority unless it was based on the will of all the people. We have, as a country, done much for ourselves. We are succeeding to heal the wounds of our brutal and divided past. We are gradually making progress in building a common national identity built on respect for one another and the love of our country. Step by step, we are building the South Africa that our selfless and committed freedom fighters fought for. We are making tremendous progress each year. As indicated in our 20-year review report, we have made considerable progress building a better life for all. Over the past 20 years, employment, both formal and informal, has grown by around 5.6 million people, which is far faster than it was the case previously. More work, however, still needs to be done to expand the capacity of our economy to absorb more people, especially the youth. Building on the foundation laid by Madiba, we have registered significant improvements in access to health care. More than 1,500 new health facilities, including clinics, have been built, while others have been refurbished. Most clinics are now open 24 hours a day, and people do not pay to receive health care. Our HIV and AIDS programs have yielded dramatic results. There's increased life expectancy, and thousands of children have been saved due to improved mother-to-child HIV transmission prevention program. Thousands more people are receiving treatment, and more than 20 million have boldly taken the HIV test following the launch of the testing campaign in 2011. We want to urge our people not to become complacent just because our treatment programs are effective and easily accessible now. We must still follow the prevention messages and ensure that there are 0 new HIV infections each day in our country. We have a good story to tell in expanding access to basic services as well. In 2012, 83% of households had access to proper sanitation compared to 50% in 1994. Access to water has increased from 60% in 1994 to over 95% in 2012. Around 86% of households now have access to electricity compared to 50% in 1994. As part of developing sustainable rural communities, we have distributed 9.4 million hectares of land, benefiting almost 250,000 people. Over the past 20 years, close to 3 million houses were built and over 800,000 service sites were delivered. 56% of all subsidies allocated have been given to women-headed households. We are continuing to build new non-racial settlements and to ensure that more South Africans live closer to economic and employment opportunities. South Africans have a good story to tell regarding the fight against crime as well. Thanks to hard work by our police service, assisted by communities. Since 1994, the levels of serious crime and property crime have declined. But we are not complacent. Work continues to build even more safer communities. We are concerned that crime levels, particularly crimes against vulnerable groups such as women and children, remain of serious concern. This area will continue to receive our priority attention. More progress made is in the area of improving access to justice, especially for those who were previously marginalized. This has been done through the establishment of more police stations and courts, as well as through the increased provision of legal aid. Compatriots, I would like to congratulate the South African National Defence Force which also celebrates 20 years of existence. The SANDF has been transformed from a force that used to terrorize our people in the townships and beyond our borders in the then frontline states to a force for peace, stability, and development. We have seen our soldiers saving our people in disaster areas. We have seen them undertaking peacekeeping duties with dedication and commitment in the continent. We saw them working hard to give our beloved Madiba a dignified send-off in December last year. Indeed, we are very proud of our defense force. The progress made by the SANDF indicates that we are succeeding not only in building a nation at peace with itself, but also a nation at peace with the rest of the world. Indeed, our country continues to contribute to building a better Africa and a better world, building on Madiba's legacy. Later today, we will be conferring national orders, our country's highest honors, to South Africans and foreign nationals who have made a difference in various aspects of our lives. We take this opportunity to thank the international community for solidarity during our struggle for national liberation. Most importantly, we thank SADC and Africa in general for the solidarity provided during our hour of need. His Excellency President Mahamba represents a region that suffered immensely for our freedom. He also represents a country, Namibia, with which we shared the trenches fighting for our freedom against the same enemy. The ruling liberation movements in the two countries, SWAPO and the ANC, share a strong bond which has translated to stronger relations between the two countries. Compatriots, we have done a lot in 20 years, but we still have some way to go to eradicate poverty, inequality, and unemployment. Fortunately, we have a plan. One of the key achievements of the past 5 years has been the development of the National Development Plan, which has been endorsed by all political parties in Parliament. The plan aims to eradicate poverty, create jobs, and reduce inequality by 2013. The next decade of freedom must be one in which we work together to advance economic transformation. We will continue to work with the business sector to advance broad-based Black economic empowerment and affirmative action in order to change the ownership, control, and management of the economy. Already, broad-based Black Empowerment Act and the Employment Equity Acts have been amended to improve implementation and impact and advance economic transformation. We will also, working together, continue to focus on making improvements in 5 priorities: job creation, health, education, rural development and land reforms, as well as the fight against crime and corruption. We will also continue to expand access to housing and basic services. There is a lot of work to be done, but we will succeed if we work together. Compatriots, the precious right to vote was gained through relentless struggles and sacrifices. Therefore, as citizens of this country, on the 7th of May, let us go out in our millions to vote and celebrate our hard-won freedom and democracy. Let us vote to consolidate democracy and all the achievements of our young nation. And as we did in 1994 and in subsequent elections, let us deliver peaceful, free, and fair elections. Bakwethu, siyajabula kakhulu namhlanje ngoba iNingizimu Afrika esiphila kuyo isingcono kakhulu kunaleyo yangesikhathi sobandlululo. Ukutholakala kwamalungelo abantu, ilungelo lokuvota, izindlu, ugesi, amanzi, nokunye okuningi kuyakhombisa ukuthi inkululeko ize nentuthuko nenqubekela phambili kithina sonke. Kufanele singakhohlwa ukuthi lenkululeko sayizabalazela yatholakala ngegazi nangezinyembezi, yatholakala ngezithukuthuku zabantu balelizwe. Kufanele siyivikele futhi senze isiqinisekiso sokuthi akukho okungasiphuca yona. Yingakho nje ivoti lethu libalulekile kangaka. Ilona eliyisikhali esivikela ngaso inkululeko yethu. Ilona ivoti futhi esisheshisa ngalo intuthuko nenguquko ezweni lakithi. Mhla ka-7 kuMeyi akuphume nesinedolo siyovotela intuthuko nenqubekela phambili. Bakwethu, muzi wase South Africa wonke sinifisela usuku lwenkululeko oluhle olunempumelelo kanye nobumnandi nolugcwele injabulo kithina sonke. Happy 20th birthday to a free South Africa. Happy Freedom Day to all. God bless Africa. God bless South Africa. Thank you. Siyabonga.
A big round of applause for President Zuma. Thank you very much, President. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll give you a chance to sing later. We just want to finalize some formalities quickly. Let me just indicate what's going to happen from here. I'm going to allow the Executive Mayor of Tshwane to come and thank you to close this part of the session. We will then allow President Zuma and President Pohamba and the whole podium here to move that side. There will be a national song to celebrate 20 years of freedom. We will then allow the president to cut the cake to celebrate the freedom. And then there will be an orchestra that will sing. Once we are done with those formalities, we will then hand over to the cultural program director, DJ Zintle. DJ Zintle will then take care of the afternoon program, and you will have Ndumiso, Nyovani, Ket Darren, Tandisa Mazwai, Arthur Mafukate, Liquid Deep, etc. No, please wait, don't rush. We will all go there. For now, I'm going to allow the executive mayor to come and close this part of the session. Khosi Enso Ramukopa lekaba leboga.
Ala Afrika Borwa ala. Ripilele President Zuma ripilele. Re a leboha President Mandela re a leboha. We want to thank you for navigating us through the program. Let me take the opportunity to express our sincere appreciation at the presence of the three arms of the state, the legislature, the judiciary, and the executive. This underlines and underscores the significance of today's occasion. Gore ka nnete le hono re keteka mengwaga e masome a mabedi ya tswalo ya Afrika Borwa e lokologileng gore mmušo o gona ka mafapafapa ka moka. We also want to thank the presence of the Premier, the presence of councillors, MPLs. This represents all three spheres of government indeed are present here in the capital city of a free South Africa, the capital city, Tshwane. We also want to express our sincere gratitude and appreciation through President Pohamba of Namibia to the international community for their most enduring support and solidarity during the most difficult period in our country. They served as sanctuaries, never re tlhokometse, never re fepa, o kgonthishisha gore re fenye apartheid, re a le leboga ditšhabatšhaba tša ko ntle. You played a major role in the liquidation of a system that was universally categorized as a crime against apartheid. A crime against humanity, that is apartheid. We also want to say to President Zuma, Thank you very much for your most dispassionate balance sheet of the challenges and achievements of the past 20 years. I want to urge all of you that we draw counsel from the words of one of the most eminent revolutionaries from the African continent, an organic intellectual and prolific thinker, Amilcar Cabral. He has the following to say. He says, claim no easy victories. For indeed, President Zuma, we will not claim any easy victories because our freedom was not free. We will not claim any easy victories because our people died, families were separated, parents went into exile, parents were incarcerated, children were lost, and indeed people were thrown into destitute as a result of apartheid. Some of our eminent leaders were subjected to conditions of untold sufferings. These include eminent leaders like President Mandela, Chief Albert Lutuli, Oliver Reginald Tambo, Robert Subukwe, Steve Biko, Chris Hani, Peter Mokaba, indeed will never claim any victories. Amilcar Cabral says, tell no lies, rescapa maka. President Zuma will not tell any lies because the truth is 3 million houses were built for the poor. We will not tell any lies because 16 million families who would otherwise go hungry today are receiving grants. We will not tell any lies, President Zuma, because the matric pass rate has improved from 50% to 78%, and poor schools are the most performing. We will not tell any lies, President Zuma, because 2.6 million of our people are receiving ARVs. We will not tell any lies. President Zuma, Amilcar Cabral says, you must not mask any challenges. Yes, President Zuma, we know that the state of our economy is not as desirable. We are not able to grow it at 5.4% as instructed by the NDP, but it's the pressures of the global economy. Amilcar Cabral says, you must hide nothing from the masses. That will redouble our efforts. Where we have erred against our people, we will humble ourselves before our people because we are humble servants of the elected people of South Africa. Indeed, we'll take counsel from Amilcar Cabral. We want to say to the performing artists who are an emblematic symbol of our collective conscience, ba e leng gore ne ba tlhagisha sello sa rena ka dipina le ka dipontšho tša bona, bo Miriam Makeba, bo Hugh Masekela, bo Letambuli, bo Lucky Dube, re a leboga ka karolo e leng gore le ralokile. Re thomile le gono. We want to thank the interfaith, those who conducted the interfaith prayers this morning. Gore re kgopetse badimo ba rena, gore re kgopetse modimo wa rena, modimo wa kwele bohloko, modimo wa nnete gore o kile wa ba le rena ge re fenya apartheid. O na le rena le khono, re a tshepa re tlo ba le rena le maisiwe re ya pele, re fediše tlala, re fediše bohumanegi, re fediše le go se lekalekane mo setšhabeng. Ge re feleletša rena re re, maloba, just the other day, the late President Mandela, whilst he was old, when he was frail, he cast his last vote in the 2011 elections. We say today, ourselves as young and healthy people, as the old and infirm, the black, white, Indian and colored, the rural and the urban, the poor and the rich, the educated and uneducated. We are saying we are going to the polls on May the 7th to choose a party of our choice. Indeed, President Zuma, Mudimu wa rena wa nnete gore botša gore a re tlhompheng nnete. We have a good story to tell. Ka stokwa ba re ntho e botse re a e buseletša. Ke ka mo re re ka di 7 tša May ba e leng gore ba re file story se se botse re a ba buseletša gore tswelang pele ka story re kgone go lokiša Afrika Borwa ya rena. Re philele President Zuma, re philele. Halala Afrika Borwa, halala. Halala President Mandela, halala. Pata President Zuma, pata. Re tlo boya ka morago wa di 7 tša May, re tlo theeletša President Zuma pape, re a leboa. Amanda.
A big round of applause for Executive Mayor. I'm going to allow Minister Collins Shabani just to make a short announcement before the President moves that side. Those who are invited to the national orders, please know that you must be seated at the presidential guest house by 1:30, and nothing later than that. So after we finish there, have your quick lunch and make a move there. The rest of us who are not going there, you have a lovely lineup the rest of the afternoon. Collins.
Thank you, Minister Mashatile. Your Excellency President Zuma, Your Excellency President Pohamba, Your Excellency Deputy President Mutante, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chairperson of the National Council of Provinces, as the chairperson of the committee which has been charged with the responsibility to organize the 20 years celebrations, I would like to announce on behalf of the committee and the team we're working with that as part of the celebrations which are going to go on for a year, today, in partnership with the private sector, we'll be launching a film called One Humanity in 3 venues, in Pretoria, in New York and London. It's a film to commemorate the 20th anniversary of South African struggle and the progress we have made. And I'm advised, if it's correct, that it will be shown on the 4th and on SABC 2. It's a film whose proceeds are going to support the Nelson Mandela charities. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Collins. We are now going to allow the President to move that side. You don't have to move. Just stand where you are. You can see from there. President, we are moving that side. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Not yet. Okay, I'm told there are some people who are going to parachute here. So we must wait first before they parachute. Don't worry, they won't land on top of you. They'll land at the back of the stage.
One nation, one people. One nation, one people. South Africa, mother to us all.
Our differences make us who we are. Land of freedom, a rainbow nation is born.
Fertilize you forgive?
Uitondise kurivalelana nariranzo.
Ons oor is nou oor. Ons kan duidelike helder toekoms vir almal sien.
Triniselani maafri, masibambaneni, sibe munye. I hope to live on. I hope to see realized. South Africa.
One love, one home.
South Africa.
One heart, one soul.
South Africa. Israel to Sibambane, Akisobo nilifati letwanang li Afrika bura. Li rato li teng morona, li rato kahari.
Sichiga soka mzansi Afrika, sinenkululeko. It's a new South Africa, united, a strong nation.
Oh, the people have spoken. South Africa belongs to all the people who live in it, black and white. The people have spoken. No government can justly claim authority without the people's will. Yeah.
The people have spoken. The people shall govern. All national groups shall have equal rights.
The people have spoken. All equal before the law. All shall enjoy the equal human rights, right? I hope to see realized. Yeah.
One love, one home.
One heart, one soul.
One heart, one soul. Stand up. 20 years.
The people have spoken.
Oh, equal rights, right?
South Africa.
Let's get it.
South Africa.
I cherish the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. Nkosi sikelela, Nkosi sikelela, Nkosi sikeleli Africa.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, as we said, the cake is going to be donated to Machi Home of Children with Disabilities in Hillbron. So it will be taken there to the children. Thank you very much. There's going to be another song, an orchestra, and a dance, and then from there, Ziawa Wayawai. Okay, please let's allow President Zuma and President Pohamba to now move to the presidential guest house for the next event. Others here, you are free now to sing and dance. Thank you very much.
In 1993, South Africans held hands and sang for peace and unity. Today, we, the young generation, join our parents and leaders in singing the same song, celebrating 20 years of freedom and democracy.
I wish to put it plainly that the government has taken a firm decision to release Mr. Mandela unconditionally. I am serious about bringing this matter to finality without delay.
You've been there for us. Noma sihambe sigodini sethu silokufa. Asikwesaba lutho simakato ingcwele.
Has dwelt too long with one who hates peace. I am for peace. I seek peace and pursue. I will hear what God would speak. For he will speak peace to his people and his saints.
Forget about the past and build a nation. God says every man shall reach perfection. If we help each other, oh, we shall reach our destination.
Hakana ke koretswa, kopele ke Korea. Nagana ne go le yang, ha ba pele ba ire dikgang. Re tloka ka tsotlhe pelong tsa rona. Re tloka modimo mo maphelong a rona. A ka re serele, a pogise fele.
Sister, brother, mama, stop killing one another. Bring peace in our land.
Biza bonke abafundisi, ubiza bonke obaba nomama, ugogo nomkhulu, abafanyana basenkasi abosister. Ngithi asihlangane sonke somzansi kuphi nakuphi. Asithathe lelithuba sihlangane sibe sonke, and let's bring peace in our land. Umzansi, let's go.
We know we've hurt each other. nation.